So not getting super married to one thing is really important, and also being willing to understand that you may make a decision today, you may have a plan, if you will, today, but that could change tomorrow. And so having the ability to make choices that gives you that flexibility is really important. One mistake we made, if I were to really go back, is we did treat AWS a little bit like any other vendor. And in reality, we wanted a lot more than a vendor relationship, of course. I mean, we knew it was a strategic investment for us. And so once we started having deeper conversations, coming to this conference, really having multiple touch points across the company, we started realizing, wait a second, we can unlock a lot more value and really understand what we're doing. And really, honestly, I was able to understand how I can control my costs more. But also, I feel like there's so much more value I can unlock by, having a relationship with Don, talking to you about what I'm thinking about, what my new products are. And so if I didn't have those relationships, I think I would find myself not really realizing the full value.
That's a challenge, as the demand far exceeds the supply of what we could provide. And I'm trying to interleave the demands from finance teams, accounting, tax, all the different teams, into a single list of things that we do. So what we do is we obviously take the top mandated projects. There's certain things we just have to do regulatory and other changes. There are a set of things that I need to do to keep my own house in order. We have a bunch of tech debt that we have to do, so we have to prioritize those as well. We have to upgrade systems, replace systems. And then it gets hard, because then we're going to products that you want, which will increase either the efficiency, the leverage, et cetera, versus other teams. And so there it gets really hard. We reach out to you, we say, what do you want? We get the long list of projects. We then kind of t-shirt size them, which means we kind of say, are they small projects, large, extra large projects in terms of effort? And then we do what I call a high, it's subjective, but it's a high judgment interleaving of the projects. We've come up with this long list. It's somewhere you have to draw the line. And that's the challenge, of course. Where do you draw the line? And then we go back to the business. We say, here's what we're building for you. Let's work together and make sure it's the right prioritized list. There are some that are harder. So for example, we need to do this project to reduce risk. How do you measure that? The impact of risk is that something bad doesn't happen, right? It's hard to come up with a measure for that. That is just, you have to really work together with the business and convince the powers that be that this is something you should do to increase risk for the business. And then start small. Make sure you know what you want to build, get the customer requirements, and then build something, and then move from there. And what's great is that even with the AWS finance team, we started very small with one tool, and now we get more tools and more tools. You earn the trust. You're able to show the success, show the leverage, show the efficiency they're getting, and then that kind of is a virtuous circle to get more and more funding to do more cool things.
Over the years, I've worked with CIOs, who typically want whatever, new tool or whatnot, and I think there was probably a time when I may have been too focused on the hard dollar cost. And then as time has evolved, I've now seen how you really need to look at what is the cost of the tool, but then what's the cost of not having the right tool that gets you the right data quickly. Right. And what I've now seen is it's really important for the CIO and the CFO to work together to try to come up with a true total cost of ownership, and the soft cost, which is the time, maybe wasted by not having the right information, not getting it quickly enough or whatnot. Oftentimes it's actually more expensive than the hard dollar cost. And so I would say I'm probably much more focused myself on not just saying no to what looks like a high hard dollar cost, because at the end of the day, it may actually save you a ton of the soft dollar cost down the road.